Welcome to Sandusky Library On-Demand Videos. This video is part of a series about the Youth Media Awards that are announced live each year in January or February by the American Library Association. This prestigious awards are a boost for any author's or illustrator's career and are anticipated by librarians, booksellers, and book lovers around the country. This video will focus on the Theodor Seuss Geisel Awards. My name is Jennifer and I work at Sandusky Library. I have followed these awards for years and have enjoyed watching the live announcement each winter. I look forward to sharing the titles with you and hope you will find one or two that you would like to read yourself. Children's books are intended for children but can be enjoyed by adults as well. Each title can be requested on our online catalog at www.sanduskylib.org or by calling 419-625-3834 and choosing 4 for our children's desk. Let's get started. The Theodor Seuss Geisel Award, which was started in 2004, is given annually beginning in 2006 to the authors or illustrators, or both, whatever it may be, of the most distinguished contribution to the body of American children's literature known as beginning reader books, pre-K through second grade, published in the United States during the preceding year. These books are intended for our youngest readers, those in early elementary, or those who are just learning their letters and short words. There are 4 honor books this year and 1 winner. So our first honor book is The Bear in My Family, written and illustrated by Maya Tatsukawa. Let me give you a brief summary. I live with a bear, the story's young narrator declares. The bear is loud, messy, uncouth, and very strong. Too strong. For some reason, his parents treat the bear like family, despite his protest. Why can't they see? Then he runs into some bullies on the playground. When the bear roars with all her might and scares them away, he realizes that there are advantages to having a bear in the family. In a delightful twist, the narrator's older sister, the bear, appears, telling him that she is not a bear. But if she is, he is too, because 2 bears are even better than 1. Some illustrations from the book. This is, of course, a page where the boy is complaining about the bear roaring too loud. This would be really fun to read with kids because they could all practice their roars. They could do loud roars, quiet roars, and they could pretend that they're the bear in the family. And of course, the bear does nice things too. When the little boy falls, the bear gives him a Band-Aid and gives him bear hugs. And it's a lot about how siblings, the good and the bad of having siblings, an older sister or older brother, or younger sister, younger brother. So it's a very sweet book about siblings. And this is a fun picture that the illustrator and author had put on her webpage. All of these authors and illustrators do have web pages. I encourage you to visit them and learn more about them and learn more about their writing style. But I thought this was just cute, the way she did this on her page. It gives you a little bit of an idea of what she might look like. Our second honor book is Ty's Travels, Zip Zoom, written by Kelly Starling Lyons, illustrated by Nina Mata. A short summary of this: Ty can't wait to ride his brand new scooter at the park. Other kids zip and zoom by like race cars, but all Ty can do is wobble. Ty wants to give up, but a new friend helps Ty give it another try. This is part of the I Can Read series of books and is considered a first reader. A first reader is with shared reading, so it's intended for parents to read with their children. And very simple stories, words, and if the word is too large, of course, because they're sharing the reading, then the parent or the caregiver can read those longer, bigger words. Here's some illustrations from a similar book. These are not from this actual book. They're from the first Ty Travels book. But you'll notice this is a very typical kind of preschool classroom with the marker board and the pictures hung up with clothespins, these small tables, with kids around reading, and I got the hiccups, I'm so sorry, and drawing. So it's a very typical classroom, very diverse classroom as well. We see a lot of African American children, Asian American. We see kids with glasses, all kinds of different types of children in this classroom. And here they are on the playground. It's fall outside. The trees are changing color and the leaves are falling and they're playing. It's just very sweet. I think a child could find themselves in this book. Maybe they're African American and have this hair here, or they have glasses, or maybe they have braids, or maybe they're have short hair like this little girl, or um, maybe they like to help their friends. So I think it's a great book to show kids um, diversity as well as to show how to treat each other as well. And on our left is our author, and on our right is our illustrator. Once again, they both have excellent websites if you'd like to learn more about them. They something that a lot of people don't know is that authors and illustrators aren't always friends when they first start. A lot of times, an author will deliver a manuscript to a publisher through their agent, and then the publisher will match them up with an illustrator. It could be someone they've never worked with before. It could be someone they have worked with before. Could be someone who's never illustrated a book before. And so they then have to somehow work together. They could live across the country from each other, of course. And the illustrator will then do the process of drawing the pictures, laying out the words, and then they discuss with the author if this is what they meant. So there's a lot of collaboration there, but they're not always people that already know each other. I think sometimes we think they're just friends and they've always worked together, but that's not always the case. Our third honor book is What About Worms, written and illustrated by Ryan T. Higgins. You'll notice up in the corner here, Elephant and Piggy, if you're familiar with Mo Willems' series of Elephant and Piggy. This is a series of books. He has finished writing Elephant and Piggy books. So now he is having other authors write similar type stories, and then Elephant and Piggy introduce them and come back at the end usually and are on the end pages and are involved, but they're not, the story is not about Elephant and Piggy. A brief summary of this. Tiger is big, Tiger is brave, and Tiger is not afraid of anything except worms. Our Tiger's worm worries worse than worms. It's a lot of W words there. You'll notice this book is very similar to an Elephant and Piggy book, a different color combination, obviously different characters. But the characters talking, we see the bubbles. Here he's saying worms ruin everything because, of course, worms can be found in plants and be found in apples, and they just ruin it all. And here he's coming out at the beginning of the book. I am Tiger, I am big, I am brave, and I'm not afraid of anything. So, and then we find out he is kind of afraid of worms. And we do meet the worms in this book. This is a really cute little funny book. And a great one to read with your kids, of course. I think they would really enjoy that. And on the back, I thought this was very fun. Here's the author and illustrator as a tiger, and here's Mo Willems as a tiger. It's an Elephant and Piggy like reading book. So I thought that was really cute. And this is Ryan T. Higgins, who wrote and illustrated this book. He is also the illustrator and writer of the Bruce books, which is Bruce is a bear and he's adopted a couple swans or geese. And he's their dad now, basically. And so there's a whole series of books. So I would encourage you to read those as well. They're really, really fun. Our next honor book and our last honor book before we get to our winner is Where's Baby, which was written and illustrated by Ann Hunter. A brief summary here. Papa Fox is looking for Baby Fox, who is just out of his sight, but not ours. An adorable interactive read aloud for fans of Are You My Mother? In this clever introduction to prepositions, a nearsighted papa is looking for his baby. Is baby up in the tree? Is baby under the log? Is baby around the corner? Where could baby be? And here we see some illustrations from the book. Here's the papa. Have you seen baby fox? Baby mama fox? Why, papa, baby must be somewhere, Papa Fox. And you'll see over here that the little baby fox is right behind his papa, where he stays the entire book. And your kids will enjoy going, baby fox is right there. Turn around, turn around. He's right there. He's very cute. He's there the whole book. And they kind of meet up with all these other animals. The papa fox is my baby in there? And the skunk says, I'm inside the log, but I'm not your baby. Go away. And of course, the little fox is there the whole time, and he just thinks it's so much fun. And when they're done, he comes out, kind of surprises his dad, and says, Hey, can we do that again? So it's a really cute little book and something I think kids could definitely relate to, and maybe parents if your kids have done that. So, and this is Ann Hunter, who wrote and illustrated the book. And once again, her website is very well done, and you're welcome to check her out. Check out the book she's done. And our winner of the Geisel Award is See the Cat, 3 Stories About a Dog, written by David LaRochelle and illustrated by Mike Winotka. Let's do a brief summary. See Max. Max is not a cat. Max is a dog. But much to Max's dismay, the book keeps instructing readers to see the cat. How can Max get through to the book that he is a dog? In a trio of stories for beginning readers, author David LaRochelle introduces the excitable Max, who lets the book know in irresistibly emphatic dialogue that the text is not to his liking. Illustrator Mike Winotka hilariously depicts the pup's reactions to the narrator and to the wacky cast of characters who upend Max's and readers' expectations as the 3 stories build to an immensely satisfying conclusion. Hooray, Max, hooray. Here we see some illustrations, very colorful, very bright, very, once again, simple words. This is a cute illustration, and the next page will explain it, but this cat with this green dress and this on a unicorn, of course, because unicorns are showing up in all kinds of books these days. And what happens is that the narrator says, see the blue cat in a green dress riding a pink unicorn? And Mac's like, no, there is no cat. There is no dress. There is no unicorn. There's just me, Max the dog. And then here comes this unicorn with a cat on it. So it's kind of fun. This is the author and illustrator. This is David LaRochelle on the right, and on the left is our illustrator, Mike Winotka. They are working on a new book, which I believe is coming out this year, called See the Dog, 3 Stories About a Cat. So we'll see what happens in that one and when it comes out. If you're interested in any of these titles, you can request them from our online catalog at www.sandeskylib.org or call 419-625-3834 and choose 4 for our children's desk, and you can request any of those items. Thank you so much for participating today, and we'll see you next time.